Aloha! This class is called Hula4health. If you've never done hula and you're wondering if it's truly a workout, you bet it is. You will be working all your muscles. You will be emphasizing on the work of your legs, but also your arms and your upper body. You will find out that while you do hula, you work a lot in memorization skills and also coordination. It will help you tremendously in your brain as well. And today we will do some stretch ups, then we will strengthen our muscles, then we will move on to a very basic hula. Let's start by opening our legs and stretching from one side to the other. Let's follow the rhythm. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. Ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha. Ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha. Arms on your chest. Ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha. Now let's go to the front. First your right leg. And ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha. Ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha. Start to the right again. Ekahi, elua. And then the other side. Ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha. Now to the right. Ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha. The other side. This time stretch your arm as much as you can. Then stretching your arm, make sure your back is straight. Tuck in your tummy when you remember. It will help you a lot to keep your posture. Ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha. Now both arms circling to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, and to the back. Ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha. Now let's continue stretching to the right. Ekahi, elua, and the other side. 4. Ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha. 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 And circles to the front. This time I'm bringing my arms as a circle to the front, and then bringing your arms again up high, and 4 each time. Ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha. We'll continue to the right, and this time bring your arm up. Lift up your right arm, and with the other arm make a shadow above your head. This time bring your arms up to palms up, and then to the front, and then palms up. Okay, now this time I'm going to stretch again. Like in the beginning, stretch with your right arm to the left, counting 4 each time. 1, 2, 3. Music that I will play for you will be ancient, but it is with some sounds from modern music. And we'll begin by pointing to the right and to the left. And this series is we're now doing coordination of the arms and your eyes. So first start by going to the right and to the left, up high, right and left. Now both always making a line, and then arms together to the side and front, and then palms up. Again, ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha, elima, eono, ehiku, evalu. Ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha, elima, eono, ehiku, evalu. And once again, now this time going backwards, left, right, arms together on the side, and to the right, and to the left, just kind of helping your brain there a little bit. Okay, now this time I want to just go stretch to the bottom. Try to touch your feet. If you can touch the floor, that's great. And you want to be gentle with your body and stretch up high again. Breathe in and breathe out. Open up your legs, and this time we're going to touch the floor, but we're going to walk with our hands. This time we're trying to stretch up and strengthen our upper body. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then moving back, 2, 3, 4, and stretch up high. Breathe in and out. All right, let's try again. And down, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now at this point, what I want to do as I go down, I want to do a plank. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess not yet. The next one. Let's see. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to go in a plank. Let's start there. Ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha, elima, eono, ehiku, evalu. Very good. Eva and Umi, 10 seconds. Now we put walk again. Join your hands and then breathe in and out. Let's try again. Ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha. Put your feet together, do a plank, and count. Ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha, and move back. We're just trying to get some stretch up. This is good for our back. Okay, now still our arms moving to the circle. Ekahi, elua, and to the back. Ekahi, elua. Very good. We're still now working on our abs. So let's go sit down. If you can find a mat, a yoga mat is good. If you don't have it, that's okay. We want to stretch our legs and work a little bit with our abs. For hula, you want to strengthen your back and your abs and of course your upper body. So go ahead and hug your legs and be gentle to your body. Stretch your legs in 1 and 2. And now be gentle to your knees as well. Rub your legs. I'm feeling a little cramp. Maybe you too. I don't know. But let's go ahead and hug our legs again. Rock a little bit back and forth. All right. Now you're going to stretch up. Do that a few times. And then now bring your arms up and try to hold it there for a few seconds. Ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha. And back again. Ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha. And hug your legs again. Ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha. And again. Doing that about 4 times altogether. Now this time stretch to the front. Try to touch your legs as much as you can. I remember not being able to do this before, and so it'll get better as you go along. And we're just trying to gain some strength as we dance. Get started with teaching you a song. I would like to get familiar with some of the directions that we'll mention. One of them is huli. Huli is to turn. So we're going to turn toward the right. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. And if you notice, I'm moving my right leg as I move to the right. Now to the left, I'm going to move my left leg. Ready? Huli, 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 huli. Perfect. Okay, now I also want you to start stretching your arms into a kaohi position to the right and move your eyes to the right when you go to the right, to the left when you go to the left. With this, we can also apply the same movement of huli. To the right and to the left. Make sure that your eyes are following your arms. Huli to the right, to the left, and huli again, right and left. And I'm just counting 1 and 2. You'll see that once we start playing some music. All right, so now I'm turning to the left. My arms are pointing as well, to the right, to the left, and huli left, and huli. Now, let your eyes follow your hands, and that is a Hawaiian saying, e kuhi no kalima, e hele no kamaka. Yes, that's when we are using all of our coordination, our face, our eyes, and we want to stretch our arms, bring them in a one single line. Remember, for hula, you want to be mostly keeping your body symmetric. You see now, left, arms together, to the side and to the front. This is the first thing we were doing initially. 1, 2, 3, 4, together 5, and look to the left, 6, 7, and palms up 8. E kahi, e lua, e kolu, e ha, e lima, e ono, e hiku, e walu. Now I really want to get into the steps, and first step, nake'ehi ika hula, the basic steps. Let's say it again. Nake'ehi ika hula. We want to keep our legs open, just a little bit, enough to be in harmony with your knees and with your shoulders. And I want us to go down in 4. E kahi, e lua, e kolu, e ha. Kahi, elua, ekolu, eha, to go up and down. Ehoma kaukau, are you ready? Say ai kumu. Yes, ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha, iluna, ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha. And let's do it again. Ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha. If your knees are hurting, you do not have to go down that low, but if you can do it, it will be good for your posture and to strengthen, of course, your legs, so you can do what I call high impact or low impact. It is really up to you. I'm gonna do some shaking, so if you get tired, you can go ahead and shake your legs. You can just feel how are you doing. If it's hurting, you want to stop. Okay, so put your arms on your chest and going down. Ready? E kahi, e lua, e kolu, e ha. Hands on your waist at first. Let's just get some balance. Keep your body straight and your chin up. Very good. And e kahi, elua, ekolu, eha, ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha. This throughout the years has really kept me strong, my legs and my upper body. You're gonna go down as well. Now put your hands on your chest, uma on your chest, and we are going down as well. Ready? Let's begin. Ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha, elima, eona, ehiku, evalu. Very good. And again, ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha, and up, ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha. Maikai. Very good. Maikai. Can you say that? Maikai. That means very good. Alright. I hope you're enjoying the songs. I would like to teach you another step. This step now, it's called ka'o. And ka'o is the foundation for all those hula steps. So we want to get this one in. It is spelled K-A, Okina, or apostrophe O, Ka'o. So I'm always bending down. And again, you can do low impact or a little higher impact. We are marching right and left. So this is I want to show you with this the movement of your hips that are swaying from right to left. Is called ha'aleva. And ha'aleva is like a tide of the ocean from going in and out. Ha'aleva. Okay, so bring your hips, first your leg and then your hip, and then left, hip and leg, hip and leg. Very good. Maikai. Okay, I'm sure you're feeling your legs by now, so be gentle. We want to just start a little bit at a time. Very good. Now, see how my knees are also moving. I just want to show you the full movement that Ka'o does with the hips. Now, when I dance, my Ka'o does not lift up my feet that way, but I just want to show you the movement that your hips should be doing in ha'aleva. Your hips going from side to side. Very good. Ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha, elima, eono, ehiku, evalu, eiva, umi, umikumakahi, umikumalua, umikumakolu, umikumaha, umikumalima, kumaono, kumahiku, kumavalu, kumaiva, ivakalua. That's 20. Very good. 2 more. Okay. How you feeling? Make sure you're gentle to your body. I always like to push myself a little more, just because I know that we all need it. And moving your hips this way, you are really working your muscles for your core. Now I'm moving front and back. Ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha, enimua. Front, ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha, and back. Ihok, ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha, and in your place. Ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha, elima, eono, ehiku, evalu, and then that's it. Okay. Now I'm going to show you a different style of hula, and this is my style of hula, which is kupa aiha hula. And in this, I'm going to lift up my heel, which, as you can see, I'm putting my feet on the ground, and I am not marching anymore. But now I'm showing you the movement that my heel will do, which is lifting up and mainly moving my hips kind of like in an 8 shape. If you can imagine an 8 laying down instead of standing up. I don't know if that makes sense, but you're making a little bit more emphasis on your hip going up. And of course, is aiha'a, or bending down lower to the ground. So different styles of hula, but kupa aiha'a hula, lower to the ground. You really just want to be closer to the floor. And this, of course, takes a lot of practice, and you will feel sore as you do it, but it's a good workout. Alright, now I'm showing you a diagonal step called Hula, H-E-L-A. Your legs as well are bending down, and this is a diagonal step. We call it Hula. Make sure that your arms are on your waist and that you are remaining with a good posture and your chin is up high. Ikahi, elua. Okay, right. Kahi, elua. Ikahi, elua. Alright, now stretch our arms in circles to the front and to the back. This is good for us to stretch our arms as you get tired of putting your hands on your waist, Okay, let's stretch up, breathe in and breathe out. Very good. Let's take a quick break and get hydrated. Remember, it's super important to always drink your water.
Very good. Now we continue.
I would like to practice once more the step that we just saw, the ka'o or the sway.
Work on and hands on our waist when we bend down. And let's do it as when we started. So just the exercise part. So understanding the mechanism of the step, which is right and then hip, left and hip, right and hip. Huli, we turn into the right. Right and hip, left and hip, right and hip, and huli. Ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha, huli. Right and left and right and huli. Ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha. Let's move forward. Ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha, iho, ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha. Alright, very good. How do you feel? Maikai? Okay, let's continue. Now we're going to do a hela. Hela is the point. So we start with ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha. So elima. I hear you. Very good. You're coming in ōlelo Hawaii or Hawaiian. Now, let's say turn. Huli. Right? Tucking your tummy. That's good for you. Yes. With your arms straight and your chest. Let's do 8. Elima. Eono. Hiku, tucking your tummy. Huli. Ekahi. Elua. Ekolu, eha, elima, eono, ehiku, evalu, huli, ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha, elima, eono, ehiku, evalu. I'm going to slow down. Huli, ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha. And bring your body up. And stretch. Kahi, elua, ekolu, eha, and back. Ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha. Breathe in and out. Breathe in again and out. You feel you need to drink some water? Inu, ikawai. Inu, ikawai. So far, how you feel? Maikai? Alright. Okay, so now I want to show you one more step. And this step is called kaholo. Kaholo is K-A-L-O-H-O. Kaholo. Kaholo is a traveling step. And it involves your ka'o. So like I said, all the steps have ka'o or sway in it. So make sure that your feet again are not too close together, but here. And we bend down. We're going to step to the right. 1, and remember how we move our hip. And 2, together. 3, and guess what? This is different. Instep. And to the left. Ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha. Very good. So you're moving first your leg and then your hip. Together, leg and hip. Separate leg and hip, and then instep. And to the left. 1 and hip. 2 and hip. 3 and hip. And 4. And let's do it. Elua, ekolu, eha. Again, we're bringing this into a very basic style of hula. Very simple. And just making sure that our hips are moving and that we are exercising. We want to have, again, let's start from the top. Chin up. Your neck is straight. Make sure your back is straight. Make sure your arms are on the waist. And they are not like this, they are like this. This is part of a good posture. Now, if you can remind yourself as you walk and as you sit down to always have a good posture, it's going to help you to make your organs function better. And overall, you'll look healthier and younger too. Alright, so ekahi, elua. Can you remember the name of this step? I heard you out there, kaholo, very good. Kaholo is the traveling step. And 4, ekahi, elua, ekolu. Do you think you can do huli with this step? Yes? Okay, so when I say huli, turn to the right and we go ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha, and finish left, ekahi. Let's try to do 2 in each side. Huli, ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha, ekahi, elua, ekolu. Huli, ekahi, elua. Tucking your tummy. Very good. You feel it? I hope you feel that pressure. And here too on your back. And huli, ekahi, elua, almost fell. Kolu, eha, ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha. Stretch your legs. Now again, very foundational. We reviewed 3 or learned 3 steps today. Ka'o. Very good. Hela. That's H-E-L-A. And kaholo, which is a traveling step. Ka'o, hela, and kaholo. Alright, we're going to move on to teach you a very simple song. The mele or Hawaiian song that I would like to teach you today is called Keaunani. Keaunani is for a beautiful world. And I am going to show you first the steps and kahula first. And then I'll teach you the hand movement. Now, mele are divided in different verses. And almost all the time in the middle of the verses, you have a kaholo, which is a traveling step to the right or to the left. And then, of course, the main content of the meaning of the song is in the verses. So keep in mind that hula is the language of the heart, is the heartbeat of the Hawaiian people. And as I bring this melody to you, very respectfully, it's an ancient song, and it's called Hula Kahiko, is the ancient song. So let's first do the foot movement. Ready? And feet together. As a kumuhula or teacher would ask you, Eho oma kau kau ika hula? Are you ready for hula? You will say, I kumu. Yes, teacher. And then we begin. Let's begin with kaholo. Ready? Wait for a couple of pa'i or the rhythm of the ipu heke. It will sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll show you the beat in a moment. Okay? Ready? Roll it down and go. Ready? And ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha. Kaholo. Right, 2, 3, in step. Left, 2, 3. So, and we begin with hela. Ekahi, elua, ekolu, eha. The song says, Luna, Luna, namanu, o kaleva. The birds of the air. kaholo, right, 2, 3, and left, 2, 3, and all the verses, ekahi, elua, ekahi, elua, namanu o kalela, kaholo, right, 2, 3. Okay, let's do it again. Let's count. Ready? Iluna, la, iluna. That's 4. Namanu o kalela. That's 8. Hela and kaholo. 2, 3. And kaholo. 2, 3, 4. Very good. So that will be our dance. That's the only steps that we will be doing. Hela for the dance, and then kaholo for in between the verses. Okay? So now let's talk about the hand movement. When we move our hands in hula, we call this ka'ohi. You want to move your hands, and I'm going to show you just the hand movement. Make sure your hand is going up, your wrist, and then down, and then up, and down, up, and down. You want to put fingertip to wrist like this, and bring it up and down, then switch, fingertip to wrist, wrist up and down. Let's do it again. Ekahi, elua, and then ekahi, elua. So this will look like this. 1 and 2. As you start moving your hands a little more, you can bring this movement, which is called ka'ohi. Your thumb and your middle finger do this, and then you can bring it up a wrist and down. As you go up, you bring the middle finger and then down. Let's do it again. And 1, 2, I don't know if it's appreciated there, 3, and 4. But that's a lot for the modern hula. Right now, we're gonna probably move our hands a little bit, just the wrist, but they will practice a little more with ka'ohi. Right fingertip to wrist, right, and then left fingertip to wrist. Can you see that one? This 1 and 2. Okay, so let's try our hand movement. Ka'ohi, ekahi, elua, ekahi, elua. If you notice, I'm keeping my elbows straight but not stiff. So just relax them. Fingertip to wrist, up and down, and then switch. Up and down. Okay, why are we saying that? Because we're going to bring the movement to right, left and right corner. And we start with the left. So bring your wrist up and down, then bring it all the way up in a diagonal. With hula, you always want to make sure that there is a symmetry of your body. So 1, so that it can look beautiful. So as you stretch your arms and exercise, you move 1 and then up, iluna. Now bring it down and you go 1 and then up, high in 2. Let's try again. Fingertip to wrist, 1, line up, and 2, and then down, and 1 and 2. So we say iluna, iluna, iluna. Up high means iluna. Now bring your hands here to your shoulders, and then bring your arms down, and 2. And that's where you do your ka'ohi, or your hand movement that is for you. 2 and 4. So 1, 2, and then up high to right, and then the other one left. Okay, watch my face, and that's where we bring the coordination. So 1, bring your face to the bottom, and then up high, and then up high in 4. Okay, let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, let's try with saying the song, chanting it. Iluna, first is iluna. Ready? Iluna la. Now the other side. Iluna namanu o kaleva. Again. Iluna, iluna namanu o kaleva. And then kaholo in between. This is the end of the first verse, and I think that's the only verse that we will study today. Let's try to put it together with our legs and our hands. Ready? Hands on our waist first, then we begin. Let's wait for 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, and kaholo. Kaholo right, kaholo left. Let's do hela only, just for the sake of practicing and knowing what our feet are doing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and kaholo. That's the end of the verse. 2, 3, and switch. Now bring your hands to the motion with hela. 1, hela, 2, hela, 3, and hela, 4. And now hands to the motion that says bird of the air. Kaholo right. Let's try again. Iluna. 1 and 2, 3. Can you feel how your thighs and your hips are exercising, getting the stretch? 1, continue 1, 2, look down, 3, and 4. I went super slow. Let's try again. Let's do kaholo. Begin 1, 2, 3. First kahel, or the first verse say iluna. Right, left, hand motion, 2, and 1, and 2, and bird, 1, and down, and 3, and 4, and kaholo. Now, I am going to chant and bring it together. Ready? Iluna. Iluna, iluna, nanu o aleva. Kaholo. 1, 2, 3. Iluna. You're doing really good. Iluna, iluna, fingertip to wrist. Nanu o aleva. Kaholo, right, 2, 3. And we're going to stop right here. Make sure we're going to stretch out before. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 2, 3. Breathe in and out. Very good. Maika'i, awesome job today. And I will see you next class.
Hello friends, I hope that you enjoyed the lesson. And there's a little delay on the sound, so I'll continue working in the technology. I hope that this helps you to practice. This class was only the first verse, and we'll continue next time. Take care and ahui ho. That means until I see you again. Aloha.